15. Let's throw it up to Matt Perino to get things underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is 6 rounds in the welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he holds an undefeated professional record of 5 wins with 2 knockouts. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 143.8 pounds, fighting out of Springfield, Missouri, Arturo Morena! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he holds a professional record, 9 wins, 7 coming by way of knockout with 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall, weighing in at 147.4 pounds, fighting out of Miami, Florida, by way of Hollywood, Florida, presenting Robert Duran Jr. And the referee in charge of the action, Alan Huggins.
Okay, gentlemen, you've both been given the instructions. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Anything from here on up is good. Anything from here on up is good. Touch gloves. Let's go.
Scheduled for 6 rounds. There's the youngster. 19 years of age, 5-0 with 2 KOs. Again, both of these guys have only had 1 opponent with a winning record.
Set the pace, son. Set the pace.
Right away, you see Duran trying to let that right hand go. He has that menacing look like his daddy, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Yeah. When I did an in-ring with his father, he was supposed to only be in there 15 minutes. We went 45 minutes, and I came out with a bloody nose. But it was by Roberto Duran. Now, you were kinder to me when we did ours, Roy. But that's because we're from Florida, right?
Exactly.
Moreno's working that jab really nicely.
Yes, he is.
You can see that amateur pedigree right there. But like you said, that menacing look as he comes in like his father. Man.
And he was menacing.
Yeah.
Got the Roberto Duran look with the Hector Camacho dress.
Yeah.
Right.
I mentioned Duran fought 33 years. I called the last fight of his career, called a couple of his fights, but I did the last fight against a guy you guys may have heard of, the late, great Hall of Famer Hector Camacho.
Of course.
Who beat Duran by decision that night. But Hector was on his bicycle, even late in his career.
You got to be fighting Duran.
Yes.
I saw a sparring session just last week when he sparred with Nigel Benn. Nigel Benn was a little older, and Duran was still in his prime. Duran was older, and Nigel was still in his prime, and it was crazy.
I like the couple of jabs I saw there by Moreno.
Moreno is not here to lay down. He's here to win this fight.
And he's showing it.
Good shot by Duran to the body.
But what I do like from Duran is his poise. He's really relaxed in there.
Poise in his head moving. The head is not standing on the line. It's going left and right. It's a beautiful thing.
And maybe he's trying to let the youngster burn some of that energy.
When you look at the bodies of these two, you would just think that Duran would be the stronger of the two, wouldn't you?
You would think. But this kid has good long punches, so he gets good leverage on that left hook and that straight right hand.
We know there's nothing better than leverage. DLT, I call it, distance, leverage, and timing. Shane is writing that down, DLT.
You always got to keep notes. You know?
Well, you're doing a great job, and it's great to have you here along with Hall of Famer Roy Jones Jr.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. It's great to be here with you guys. I'm happy to be here.
Coming up on the end of round number 1. Shane, how did you score that round?
I would say Moreno actually took that round. He was effective with the jab. He was moving around, using the distance. It looked like he was where he wanted to be in my opinion.
Roy?
I'm just happy I'm at the Virgin Hotel watching Shane be a Virgin commentator.
I like how you tied that in there, yeah.
So I'm enjoying myself.
And you will be enjoying yourself in just over a month, June 9th through the 12th, the Trilogy, International Boxing Hall of Fame, 2020, 2021, 2022. Roy, part of the tremendous gathering of pugilistic greats. I'll be hosting the whole thing, and your father will be there as well.
Yeah,
being
so
inducted.
yes, so I plan on being there as well.
I hope so.
Yeah, so we'll all be there hanging out.
I'm gonna try to make it.
You better be there. I will come looking for you. Duran started out with a jab, but it was the jab of Moreno in round one that I thought gave him that round. There's a little sneaky right by Duran.
There you go.
I think in terms of where these fighters want to be, if I were Duran, I'd try to work my way in.
You gotta get close to those long arms. Moreno has very long arms, gets good leverage on the outside with his punches. Duran hit him with a good right hand early in this round, though. So
You got to get there, son.
Not much amateur experience for Duran. His last fight was November the 6th last year. He won a TKO in round number 5.
Hand up. There you go, beautiful.
Turned pro in 2018. Moreno turned pro in 2020.
Keep them hands up in the clinch, baby.
We have a switch. Duran switching. We'll see how he works off of this.
Moreno told me his favorite fighter was
You go.
Julio Cesar Chavez. And then he said to me, senior. I said, you don't have to tell me I'm senior.
Moreno went southpaw a minute here himself, but he switches back pretty quickly. So you know he's not as comfortable as Duran is from the southpaw position.
I mean, I don't want to be hard on these guys, but if you're in this stage of your career and you're not that good yet, find out what you're good at first. Don't switch. You know, stick with something. I never saw Duran switch. And I've seen almost every one of his 100 fights. I'm not even going to say what you did, Roy, because you just had your own style.
But it doesn't seem awkward. He actually seems like he's using it well.
Okay.
You know, and then he switches again. So
Yeah,
it looks like
pretty
this is
smooth into transition.
you know, his movement, his head movement, his coming in, everything seems very poised. So I don't see anything wrong with that. Whereas our last fight, or 2 fights before, he didn't seem as comfortable.
Just missing a right hand, Duran. Referee doing a good job of staying the heck out of there, letting
Good punching off the break by Moreno.
Moreno's here to win. He's not here to lose.
Nice combination there. 1-2 landed by Moreno. This is with a wild left hook, but a pretty good round for Moreno.
I would agree.
When I asked that young man, had he seen any film, he said he saw just a little bit of film of Duran, and he said to me, Smitty, I can outbox this guy. I'm going to outschool him.
Let me borrow your towel. Grab stool. Stool, boss. Get him. Come on, Arturo. Keep your hands high, baby.
Round number 3, scheduled for 6 rounds. Welterweights, Roberto Duran Jr. with his back to us. Black and gold trunks, young Arturo Morena, 5-0 with 2 KOs. Again, just 19 years of age.
There you go. Shorten up those hooks.
I don't know what that break was all about, but there's a nice right hand by Duran. Some pop behind that.
Hands up.
It looks like he matched the fire with the fire. That's Duran.
There you go.
Moreno came out firing, and it looks like he's trying to match it.
There were times Duran Sr. would have a beard, you know, like that, and I remember a couple of times opponents complained about it, and back in the day, Roy, sometimes they would make you shave that. You know, they wouldn't let it have a beard that long.
Yeah, back in the day they would, but nowadays they don't really care as much. They're more concerned about, you know, health, safety, commissions being everywhere. So
do you think it matters, the beard, at all?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think it matters.
Just gave me a better target.
Right.
There you go.
Right now, Moreno's trying to find the target with the 1-2.
I think it's more gamesmanship, you know, guys trying to get in your head. Oh, he needs to cut his beard, things like that. Because realistically speaking, why should it matter? But if you're trying to get in somebody's head, you use it as a tactic.
There you go. I need 2 to the body hard. Not 1.
Well, I can
2,
tell you
3.
both that I had mine, and it was kind of like the length that it is now, and it didn't help me at all.
Didn't cushion nothing.
Nothing.
There you go. You're letting him rest.
Good defense by
Yeah,
Duran.
by Duran. Shouldering off those shots, good movement.
There you
I saw
go.
him take a big, deep breath there, though. He's also talking a little bit. Good jab to the body by Moreno. I like that.
Don't get caught with no
And he does
slump.
this kind of a slapping shots to the side. It's almost like karate shots.
He's trying to catch you coming in, baby.
Looks like Duran is the more skilled fighter, but Morena is working. That young work ethic is making it rough for Duran.
He's that youth on his side, doesn't he?
That's what he has, and he's using it like that. He throws and gets around. He doesn't stay right there in front of Duran to allow Duran an opportunity to counter. See that? He's in and out with those little 19-year-old legs, you know?
You know, matchmakers don't get a lot of credit. I don't know who's matchmaking this, but I think they did a pretty good job so far.
Yeah, I said that earlier. He did a great job so far.
Yeah, great card, very competitive, good fights.
Nice little combination by Moreno that I think that might win him the round.
Yeah, I think Moreno's still in, still in the fight with his jabs and flurries.
Okay, son.
Looks pretty fresh.
Breathe hard. Breathe hard.
Looks like he probably has class Monday at 9 a.m. Right now he's learning on the job in boxing.
Okay? And I need you not to get caught with no bullshit. He's trying to drop one big punch. He's tired. He's ready to go home. He's tired. He's breathing deep, son. Okay? Come on, son.
Shane, did you ever meet Roberto Duran?
I did. I actually, he trained me for a fight. I went out to Panama and stayed with him. And stayed with him, and we definitely, I learned a lot from him.
Well, wait a minute. You stayed with him in Panama?
Yeah.
Then we can't talk about that situation, then, can we? Staying with Duran in Panama can be dangerous.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I drank with him all night one time in Miami,
man.
but we can't. Back to the action before I get in trouble. Round number 4, scheduled for 6. Duran again with his back to us. Picks off a couple of shots, but I like Moreno letting his hands go early in the round. Good jab by Moreno.
I see some really good things from Duran, but I feel like there needs to be a little bit more urgency from him. He needs to, capitalize on that movement if he wants to win, or I feel like Moreno's going to steal it from him.
And you know what? When you look at that long, lean body of Moreno, and you think about the Duran name, what would Daddy be trying to do here?
Drop some body shots.
Yes.
Well, like the kid Moreno told you, he said he knows he's not here to overpower Duran.
Yes.
He's here to outbox Duran.
And he's doing it.
So if Duran doesn't do what he's doing right now and chase him down, he would definitely lose his fight.
Yep.
But if he makes it ugly like he's doing now, this is the fight he should have been fighting in round 1.
I think Duran showed a little frustration there.
He needs to show more then.
Yeah, because that's what's going to win him the fight, pressing him.
See that right hand coming in right there? He's pushing the issue. He gets those kind of counters.
I think Moreno's doing just enough to win these rounds, and perhaps Duran doing not enough. And that's why he's losing them. Missed there with 3 shots.
There you go. Both hands.
The chin was exposed there by Moreno, but Duran wasn't able to take advantage of it.
It's called too defensive. When you're on defense, you're not ready to counter out of that defense. So it's harder for you to get a shot when you're on defense. There he goes. Nice counter.
Double up that jab.
Good jab by
Come on,
Duran.
Arturo. Come on, Matador.
See Moreno doing some movement. That means that pressure's getting to him a little bit.
Exactly. But now Duran has to put the pressure on. You can't let him still beat you boxing and he's moving like that. Good body shot.
Good body shot. Well,
Good
was
choice.
by
Good
Duran.
choice.
Finally. Haven't seen him throw much to the body, neither fighter. But when I look at Moreno, I think he's doing what he needs to be doing, which is movement, letting the hands go, using the range, using the ring.
There you go. Let him go. There you go.
Typically, you don't want to go straight back, but the way Moreno did it there, it was effective. It's a nice chopping right attempted by Duran. Kind of missed its mark.
Come on,
We
son.
come up to 30 seconds
There you
to
go.
go.
Beautiful combo. Right back, baby. Right back. Right back.
Not a lot of power by Moreno, but the busier of the two.
And sometimes that's all you need.
He told you he wasn't here to win by knockout. He was here to outbox him.
He said he was going to put the skill on him, huh?
Yep.
Come on, son.
Another pretty good round
There you go.
for Moreno,
There you go.
in my opinion.
There you
Depending
go.
on what they are looking at, you know, it could go either way. But in my opinion, Moreno's still in it.
Don't let this motherfucker get
Definitely doing more of what he wants to do, Shane.
You got this.
Back in the dressing room.
Don't get
Shane, you had that going on just a month ago.
Yeah, you know, getting that, you know, hands wrapped, getting prepared, getting ready, getting in the zone. That's what we do.
Main event, he'll take on unbeaten Kinsey Morrison, the son of Tommy the Duke Morrison. Of course, that man right there, the son of former 2-time heavyweight champion, The Rock, Hasim Rockman. I love Rock's fight with my buddy David Tua. Those were great fights.
Yes, they
Remember
were.
the Tua man?
Yes, they were. Some really good fights.
Did you call those? Were you-
I think I called one of them for sure. I might have called them both.
Keep your hands high and work.
Duran shot 2 shots to the body. He looks like he's trying to slow him down.
Like you've been doing. Keep it up.
Got to do more than that.
Yes, he needs
Yeah.
to pick it up.
Yes, he does.
Threw a jab there, but then backed off. There's a nice left hook to the body attempted by Duran. The way Moreno, if you can catch up with him, he has those elbows tweaking out to where you can get some hooks into that lean body, but you got to work.
Yeah.
You might have to get hit in order to do so.
Come on, Matador. When he comes in with that head down, throw that left uppercut over here and right. There it is. There it is, baby.
You hear the corner of a Moreno, very confident.
Keep
Yes.
moving, baby. Keep moving.
That's a bad sign for Duran
Feet and hands.
because the referees can hear that, the judges can hear all of that, all that confidence. It's not a good sign for Duran.
And Duran can hear it.
Yeah.
And right now he's feeling it. Again, they're not hard punches, but they're
Nope.
effective
But
punches.
he's outworking him.
Yes.
There you
It's
go,
annoying.
Boxing.
son.
It's about hit and not get hit.
That's the name of boxing, ain't it?
No.
Yes, indeed.
Hands up.
Good body
Good
shot.
body shot.
Got to do it more.
More, though. Come
Oh, good hit shot.
Just missed with that. I mean, it partially landed, but didn't have the effect that Duran was hoping.
There you go.
Having a little few moments here, Duran.
Tell you what, Duran does have a very good defense, though. I got to give him credit
Very
for
good
that.
defense.
Reminds me a lot of his dad with the defense. Good head movement, good looking off punches.
Left uppercut.
We just need to put some combinations with that.
Exactly.
Still very much a work in progress, even at age 33. Again, really no amateur experience, only the 10 pro fights.
Keep boxing, baby. Keep boxing.
He has that upper body movement, has the hands held, the elbows are in, and picks off a lot of shots. Really hasn't been hit with too much clean, hard.
Make him work, Arturo. Make
A
him
little
work. There you go.
combination
Make his ass work.
by
Let's
Moreno.
go. There you go. Pick that hand up. Looking good, son. There you go.
See, there's moments there. This guy's quick, but he's not Roy Jones quick. So, I mean, Duran needs to counter.
Turn, turn.
He's waiting too long.
Yeah, he's waiting too long. The right hand. He gets good counters, but it's just it's only one.
One and done.
That only works in college basketball.
So we come up to 10 seconds to go in the 5th round. Closer round, better round for Duran, but I don't know if he did. I don't think he did enough to win it, did he?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure.
Sit down. Beautiful work, son. Beautiful work. Maybe this is one more round. One more round. You got this. Ain't no way they can steal it.
In the corner of Moreno.
They steal this fight and feel right.
Coming up on the 6th and final round. We'll see what kind of urgency young Duran has.
In my opinion, he needs a lot of urgency. He needs to get this knockout. I mean, you know, there can be close rounds, but honestly, if I'm gonna, you know, be honest, I think.
And from what you've seen, Shane, how would there be a possibility of him getting that knockout?
You know, set up those counters with the body shot, and when you land a good right hand counter like he's done, you gotta set up more shots, combinations to the body with that.
And Roy, in terms of Moreno, he's probably ahead. Would you fight like a guy that's ahead, or would you tell him to go out there and just, you know, let it all go?
Do what you've been doing. You've been fighting like a guy ahead all night long. You said you're going to outbox him, continue to outbox him, use those long punches, and do exactly what you've been doing.
Ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's
Fix
exactly
it.
right.
There he picked off. Duran tried a left hook to the body, but Moreno picked it off. Moreno utilizing all of this ring here at the Virgin Hotel and Casino.
See, Duran makes him miss, then he grabs. Well,
Yeah.
Why you grabbing? You making him miss, you got to make him pay.
Got to make
You
him
can't
pay.
make him miss and grab. You're behind right now.
Yeah.
You need the knockout.
There you go.
And I'm not sure if his corner told him that and was honest with him. Hey, you need a knockout.
Boy, there was an opportunity because Moreno did a no-no in boxing through a
Oh, that was good shot.
through a left hook from
But
way outside.
But again, he
One and
only
done.
let one
Yeah.
shot.
That
You need
was
the
two.
combinations.
Let's see what he sees. There appears to be some urgency. Let's see. Good job of smothering them by Moreno there, nullifying anything Duran was trying to do on the inside. There simply hasn't been enough of it.
And Moreno does a good job in going back to the center. You know, he was on the ropes for a second. He's using that center and then moving around.
Yep, using those long arms. Keeping the fight at a distance. Best thing he can do.
Pretty much doing, gentlemen, what he told us he was going to do, right?
Yep.
Yeah. He stuck to the game plan for sure.
And there will be a time in his career when the game plan, you just have to throw it out the window. And that's what Duran needs to do. Throw it out the window and just throw. With under a minute to go in the 6th and final round, and I have him way behind.
Work, baby, work.
Just a step or two too slow.
He's hurt.
And too late.
Yeah.
He's hurt. Don't let him off the hook.
40 seconds to go.
Don't let him off
He
the
lands
hook.
a beautiful counter right hand over top of Moreno's jab. But like you said, that's all he lands.
There you go.
And as you see, Moreno throws 7 or 8 at a time.
And he's not fighting like a guy that thinks he's ahead, Moreno, is he?
Nope, he's doing what he's been doing all night. Just boxing to win.
Shoot the jabber.
Boxing to
Shoot
win.
it.
That's what he's doing.
The jab.
19 years of age. He can go back home and say to Springfield and say, I beat a Duran.
Come on, baby. Come on. There
Because
you
I
go.
think he's about to do just that, beat a Duran. Shane, you're my unofficial judge. How do you have it?
Unfortunately, very competitive, but I think it was a shutout for Moreno, if I'm going to be honest.
Roy?
I don't speak English. But I do think Moreno edged it out.
I think Harold Letterman would have it for Marino.
Yeah, he'd have a 6-1. 6-1!
Jim!
He boxed beautifully all night long. He stuck to the game plan. He used his jab, and he won the fight.
I miss him. I really do. I know you do.
We miss him.
Yes.
Beautiful impression. And yes, we do miss him.
One of the great characters of this sport that has a few and then some.
Yep.
I have it a shutout for that young man right there. There may have been a round you could give to Duran, but certainly not more than that.
Just get these gloves off of him. He could have touched me like he wanted to. You tore that boy's ass up. Yeah. You outboxed him beautiful. Oh, yeah. If you don't get this decision, I'm going to the president. Well, not Biden. I don't like Biden.
Well, Marino gets a kick out of that, and so do I.
If you don't get the decision, Roy Jones Jr. going to knock somebody's ass out.
Wow. That might have been directed at you, champ.
It was. I'm still mad about the Brian Perella decision 2 weeks ago.
Well, he's going to be a happy young man, I think. Again, not a lot of power, but good boxing skills, and he's only, folks, 19 years of age.
So he has time to develop.
Yes.
Yep.
Whereas, to be honest, Duran really doesn't have that time.
Nope.
At 33 years of age. And I think Matt Perino has gathered the scorecards, and he's ready to tell us who won this bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, Judge Adeline Bird scores the contest 60-54. Judge Jim Cheatham scores the contest 58-56. And Judge Patricia Morse-Jarman scores the contest 59-55. All for your winner by unanimous decision, Arturo Morena.
Well, that jubilation looks like he beat Manos de Piedra. Happy young man.
It was a great performance.